So much self-care content today is focused around consumption. TikTok, Instagram, even my own channel. Getting better by buying stuff. Today, I want to share one of my favorite forms of self-care which doesn't involve purchasing any new products, and that is heading into nature without technology. So I say, let's just go get out there. This is the story of me getting my booty into nature and leaving my phone behind. Let's get started. Cheers. This entire beach to myself. Okay, so a little bit of background for this trip. One of my best friends is out of town, my fiance is out of town, but I haven't actually been spending time alone because I've been scrolling on social media, I've been on my computer, I've been watching things, and I really want to appreciate this period of solitude and actually be present with myself. So we are going on a road trip, driving into the redwood forest. I'm going to not bring my computer. I'm going to bring my phone to help me get to the actual place. But once I'm at the place, I'm going to completely shut off my phone, not use any technology for the whole time I'm there. Just be present in nature, and it's going to be so fun. Obviously, I'm recording this on a camera, which changes things a little bit, but I really wanted to document this to show how simple and how special it can be to take a little trip alone. This is the type of thing that I think you might think about doing a lot, but never actually take action. And you know what? Screw it. We're stepping in the car and we're taking action. So let's go on this little solitary weekend together. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, I just got here after a very long time driving. It was so beautiful, but man, is it worth it. Just look at this place. It's so pretty. I'm always amazed at how less alone I feel when I'm alone in nature versus alone at home and scrolling on social media. Something about immediately being here, I have zero inclination to go on my phone. Also, there is literally no cell service, so I'm just never gonna even look at the Wi-Fi. Throw my phone in a dark corner somewhere. I'm really glad I pulled the trigger and I did this. I noticed this from the last time I did this sort of digital detox trip. When I'm in nature and I'm disconnected from the internet, I actually feel closer to my loved ones. It makes no sense to me, but maybe because I feel closer to myself, I don't know. It's so pretty. Wow. Let's turn off these lights. Wow. Just wow. This is so pretty. It's so easy to make excuses why it's an inconvenience to take these sorts of trips, but you never, ever regret it. Routine is really beautiful. It helps you consistently show up for yourself in your life and work towards goals, but routine also makes time fly so much, and I feel like these types of spontaneous little trips help make life pass a tiny bit more slowly because novelty makes time pass more slowly. I like to mix things up, and this is why I can only handle so much routine, because I just feel like my life slips away from me between my fingers when I'm too much in a routine all the time, and I need to interject some novelty to keep things fresh and also keep things going slowly. I have 36 hours here without internet. I bet you that is going to pass so much more slowly than if I had 36 hours at home with internet. I do feel like I did not move my body very much today because I was basically sitting in a car the whole time. Let's do some yoga. Yoga, make a cup of tea, and just exist. Time for some tea. Ooh, look at this tea selection. Let's go for chamomile. Is that a hole in my sock? No, it's not a hole in my sock. I am starting a new book called Elephant in the Brain. Robin caught his first glimpse of the elephant in 1998. He had recently finished his doctoral work at Caltech, studying abstract economic theory, and was beginning a 2-year postdoc focused on healthcare policy. It's just so funny that this is the book I'm reading right now. And the first word of this book is Robin. I do want to make one point though. I know that my entire channel is about self-care, but I want to make clear that I don't believe self-care is the end goal in and of itself. Self-care is a means for us to be our best selves in this world and to make an impact, contribute to society, build relationships with others. It's just a necessary part of being able to make our greatest contribution. I know that self-care is so self-focused, and here I am alone in the woods, on my own little la retreat. But at the end of the day, self-care is nothing if we don't actually challenge ourselves to give back to the world, to connect with other people, to focus outside of ourselves. We can really give selflessly once we've taken care of ourselves. Yeah. Self-care in and of itself is not the end goal in my mind. I just did my skincare. Yes, I'm gonna sleep with this. I'm also gonna sleep with mouth tape on my mouth, so I look a little bit insane when I go to bed. It's probably not even 10 o'clock. I have no idea what time it is, and I love not knowing what time it is. But it's dark outside, and I'm in the woods, and I feel like going to bed. I've never filmed any sort of nighttime routine, and sometimes I get questions about that. I'm going to take probiotics, which is what I take usually every night before bed. It's nice because I haven't eaten in several hours, and so it can kind of sit on an empty stomach throughout the night and do its magic. My little probiotics. Also taking a little melatonin gummy, which is easy to travel with. I've been trying melatonin instead of magnesium recently because I feel like magnesium just affects my muscles so much. I get very heavy. Also gonna put this little CBD balm on. I like this because it smells so good. It smells like Christmas in the woods because this is the cinnamon flavor. Oh, it smells so good. I cannot explain it. I just like to sometimes rub it on my chest and in little places where I can smell it. Yeah, that's the extent of my nighttime routine. And then I journal often. I was just journaling, so I probably will continue reading this Elephant in the Brain book. I will let you know if I learn anything super interesting. Originally, I was not going to record anymore, but I just wanted to note one thing. Currently, my craving for my phone is the strongest right now. I haven't been thinking about my phone all day, but right now, as I'm sitting in bed, right now what I'm craving is connecting with loved ones, texting my sister, calling with my fiance. And then probably I would turn to some other form of social media to still get that social fix. And that's where I think, after reading Digital Minimalism by Newport, you're making more of a trade-off than just giving up that time. It also prevents you from fully getting the social contact that you're craving because you lightly scratch the itch, but not in any sort of meaningful way. This is rambling on, but I just wanted to report that my craving for my phone is the strongest right now. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. We're near the ocean. I would love to do a morning cold plunge. No idea what time it is, but we're gonna start this day. I love waking up to the sound of birds. It's so pretty. I always make sure to have sunscreen on before I step outside, even when it's early. Just a little combing of the eyebrows. Perfect. let's go jump in the water. It's cold. I'm borrowing my friend's car, which has said maintenance required, visit your dealer, for the entire time that I've borrowed it. And according to her, it's totally fine, no action necessary, but I kind of don't believe her. Please don't break down while we're in the woods. I should really be paying attention right now because I need to be able to get back. Okay, this is an important intersection to remember. How do I get to the beach? There's a cute little beach town called Gualala, California. Probably saying that wrong, but that's what it's called. Okay. I did not think it would be so hard to access a public beach, but a lot of this is private beach area. What's this? Is this a road to the beach? No, that's a private driveway. We are going to find some beach. Okay, that sign just said coastal access, so I think this means we get the beach. We get the beach. Do you think I can leave this car here, though? Public trail. Thank you for the public trails. Oh my gosh, because this is kind of in the middle of nowhere, I may get this entire beach to myself. What the This is absolutely insane. Let's go take a dive. Man, this is so pretty. What a way to start a day. Honestly, it feels so good right now. I mean, there's just something about jumping in a large body of water that makes you feel so alive. It's just, I cannot believe that I have this whole little cove to myself at 8 a.m. I actually don't know what time it is. I think I'm gonna take off because I parked the car in a very strange spot. And let's go see if we can find some matcha. This was so worth the drive already. We're barely into this tech-free day, and it's already such a nice change of scene and change of pace. And of course, the car is totally fine. But you know, is this a parking spot? Very unclear. I don't think it is. It looks like there's a farmer's market in a little bit, but we're too early. So I think I'm gonna come back. We found ourselves a little coffee and tea shop. The chance of them having matcha is slim to none, but I have some back at home, so it's okay. Matcha latte. I secured the matcha, and not only is this a matcha, it is a mushroom matcha. There were some mushroom add-ins that you could choose, and I chose cordyceps. So this is what I love about California. Even randomly along the highway, you can find a place that has a cordyceps mushroom matcha. I'm loving this day. Whenever I don't have technology on me, I feel like there's no plan for the day. Yeah, we're gonna play it second by second. I don't even know, maybe we'll go to the farmer's market, maybe we won't.
A few moments later.
So I'm a little bit lost. I seem to have missed the part where I'm supposed to turn off the road, but let's just appreciate this view right now. Look how misty and foggy the sea is blending with the sky. I mean, it's hard to mind getting lost when this is the view. Yum. Actually, let's do more blueberries. Perfect. I definitely underestimated how cold it would be here, which is pretty logical because we're in the forest. Protein bar. It's just pretty to look outside. So I just enjoyed a several few hours without talking, living in complete silence, reading, and even taking a little nap. I feel like having a camera on a solitary adventure makes it more like I'm hanging out with a close friend than actually spending time alone. So now that I've had my little period of silence, we can explore. It's cold outside. This is my warmest jacket, and it is paper thin. I always travel with many emergency matcha packets. Sometimes I get questions on how do I make matcha when I don't have a matcha whisk or even an electric whisk. And I literally just whisk it with a fork like you would whisk eggs for scrambled eggs. I just take a tiny bit of cold water so you don't burn the matcha, whisk, 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 and then add warm-ish hot water around 70 to 80 degrees on top of that. I'll just top it off with cold water. And that way you avoid having burned matcha, which I really do not like the taste of. It brings out all the bitterness. Cheers. Perfect temperature. I have no idea what the ratios were, but this is a perfect temperature. You always gotta cheat by knocking all the things off. Let's go see if the farmer's market is still open. I'm also curious what time it is because I've been in my own little dream world for hours. Whether that's been 2 hours or whether that's been 6 hours is very unclear to me. Okay, moment of truth. What time is it? It's only 1 o'clock. That's why it pays to wake up so early. Wow, okay. This is gonna be good. Let's go to the farmer's market. We may have missed the farmer's market. It's not entirely clear to me. Oh no, I missed the farmer's market. We're about 45 minutes too late. This used to have a bunch of stands earlier this morning. They weren't open yet. So the farmer's market is closed, but this surf market looks poppin'. There's even a barbecue. Maybe I'll go to the barbecue. As cute as that market was, it was ridiculously expensive. I got a little barbecued piece of chicken with a barbecued piece of corn, and then I got some extra groceries. I'm thinking we take this for a picnic on the beach. We found another coastal access point. I don't even need Google. I mean, the California coastline is ridiculously beautiful. Alrighty, let's go to the beach. This is just unfrickin' real. There's 2 other people on this little cove. Oh my gosh, this is just insane. I cannot get over this. This is just perfection. It was so worth it to drive a little bit farther up north to get this really private beach experience twice today. I really want to emphasize that everything in this video is only a fraction as beautiful and enjoyable on camera as it is in real life. So this is your sign to plan your own nature adventure. Let's see what we're working with. I think I have enough groceries. Oh! Oh my gosh, cannot litter on this pristine beach. I've got some major barbecue here. Wow, that is freaking good. And now we try the corn on the cob. Mmm. That was also really good. It's clearly not barbecue. This is just steamed, but steamed to perfection. This is the good life. Right now in this moment, I am so absurdly happy and I don't feel lonely at all. I feel so connected to my sister in this moment because I feel like this is something she would do, is take a nature day and go stand in the water. And all it took was for me to get my booty outside. That's all it takes. I think one point I also want to make in this video is that I know I'm spending time alone right now, but I really want to drive home the point that I don't believe self-care is about self-isolation. The sheer act of spending time with loved ones and having really meaningful social interactions, that is self-care. To me, what self-care comes down to is just making sure that your own needs are met, and then you can show up as your best self in the world. Maybe it's cheesy, but I feel like if everyone on this planet was operating from their best place mentally and physically, we would live in a very different world. Be careful because it said danger, bluff edge. Now let's make sure we can get back up here safely. This is definitely the type of place where my hat is gonna fly off over the cliff. I know it changes the things a little bit that I'm filming this journey without technology, but I'm so happy to share it with you guys because it's the type of thing you hope everyone can visit and view in their lifetime. California, California. Okay, it is now time for the chocolate taste test. I did try a tiny bit. The on-camera chocolate taste test, vanilla smoke dark chocolate. To be honest, it's a little bit too fruity to be my favorite, but the vanilla and the smoke is a really good combination. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Because I do feel the fruitiness adds some interesting dimension, but I in general like when chocolate's a little bit more earthy and bitter. Bye bye, ocean.
35 cents.
Get my card, thank you. For dinner, we have some oven roasted mushrooms, some dolmas, which is rice in grape leaves, and some local salmon jerky. I would normally never eat dinner in bed at home, but this is a dolma. There we go. Dolmas are so good because they're sour. They're made with vinegar. It has this fermented taste. It's also creamy and salty. I think I'm gonna spend some time not filming myself and just sitting in silence now until it's dark, and then I go to bed. A lovely day with so much happiness. I'd love to know if you recently went on a nature adventure or if you have one planned in the future. Share your adventure stories with us down below so we can all feel a little more inspired to get up and get out there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.